Is it rude for me to finish chewing my cookie in front of you? Well, then you probably better not marry me. Okay. How about me drinking? Seriously, I gotta get this nose checked. I cracked myself up a lot. I'm an only child, so I entertain myself really well. I actually enjoy being alone a bit. Turns out I do have siblings, but I didn't meet them until I was 21, and that's all a very long story. And by siblings, I mean, you know, brother and a sister. On that note, this nose thing comes from that side of the family. You'll see pictures of me going like this, and you'll see them doing that, and I'll see pictures of some of their kids doing that, and I'm like, what is it? It's like a DNA defect where deep inside of here, there's an itch. And the cosmic joke of it is, you can never scratch it. Ever. So, do that as many times you want. Okay, and you never get it. I don't do that all the time. Man, you're so not going to want to marry me up for that. Alright. Well, my previous videos weren't like that. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's the changing of the weather. The gray skies today have got me thinking, maybe I don't want to live here. Is it sunny where you're at? I'm considering going back to Boulder, Colorado because it was sunny. But you know, no matter where I'm at, whether I'm in Kona, Hawaii, Key West, Portland, Seattle, wherever I've been the last year and a half, I really am the same me. I enjoy the same things. I enjoy fresh water more than salt water. I don't really, you know, I probably will go somewhere this winter to get away from the gray skies, but I really do like, you know, the mountains, subalpine fir and mountain streams more than, you know, cities and busy places, and that's just not me. And even then, I've always got a book or some writing. You know, I take photos. I have like almost 30,000 photos on Flickr. And I sell some of my photos on Zazzle on different things, cups and key rings and things. And my top sellers on Zazzle are one simple picture of a pine cone, and the other one is where I just wrote the words "careful" or you'll end up in my blog. So anyway, tangent there, but yeah, I'm really into photos and writing. And no matter where I'm at in the world, I usually hole up and I write and do my photos, and then I'll walk out in the world. And, you know, like what happened to me yesterday. I see someone and I tell them something. Now, it'll either be about writing. Yesterday, this woman, I bought like 20 used books for myself for my birthday. And I just started talking to her about college, leaving town. She was 17. I knew she was 17. I just started talking to her about college and talking about Boulder and Naropia, I think it is, the Buddhist college there. And she'd been considering going to Boulder. And this woman just walks into her store where she's just working at this part-time job and starts talking about it. And I do that. I walk up to people and I know things they need to hear, and I never see them again. It's like, you know, seeds of light, which is partly why I thought about starting a metaphysical bookstore in Kona, Hawaii, because the ships come in, right? Hundreds of people come in every few days from all over the world. And then you tell them something, and it plants a seed of light, and they take that light back to the mainland, and then, you know, they plant it wherever it is in their town, and you never see them again. But, what are you saying? You never see them again. Because I'm saying that it's not where I'm sitting down cultivating these long-term relationships. It's like I'm working, you know, for spirit. I'm like, this message is something they need to hear. No one in their life can tell them because they can't hear it from them. They can only hear it from a total stranger. It's really just kind of the way it works. And I enjoy doing that. I know what I'm doing is right because I get high. Like, I was really down this morning, and I have all the stuff I'm working on online, and I got probably like 1,000 things to print, and I don't even have a printer. My ex left a printer, and I can't get the drivers to work, and that was a tangent, okay? Yes, I know. The point is I feel really good talking like this because, you know, it's getting me exercise, and no, I'm just kidding. Alright, I know when something's right for me because I get high from it. Like when I'm talking to someone and I know it's something I need to hear, I get high from it. So, I just feel like I'm kind of doing a higher calling work, and I'm not sure that love will ever find me in the place that I'm at. However, I would love that. I'd love to be with someone who was interested in the same things that I was and actually got it, but I don't need someone to be into the same things as me. It's really hard to get it, you know, like, if you haven't known anybody who's been, for example, put in a mental institute to silence them because they know something about high finance crimes, if you don't know how the system works and just the district court judge can just put you away, take your kids, and all based on corruption and lies, and if you haven't felt that injustice of where you have all this proof and you're in front of a judge and you're just dismissed, thrown out, not heard, even though you're speaking the truth, you stand in the truth 100% on the right side of the law, the right side of the moral compass, and you get put in mental institute, put in jail, set up by that same system where you're lawful in. If you haven't felt it, you don't really know what it's like to be there. And I give voice to these people, and I find that those who don't know, those who don't get it, really think you're kind of crazy, kind of out there. But it's the truth. I get stories every day, people begging me to tell their story, and I can't possibly keep up with it. I would wish to have huge amounts of money to be able to pay investigative bloggers to do what I do, because the stories are amazing. Amazing. I've had insiders on the Michael Jackson thing contact me about judges. I've had people call me about stories, like in Montana. I'm sure it's that way many places where mostly young men, it seems like, they're like in their 20s, they hang themselves in jail, but really it's death by cop to shut them up. I've lots of people with psychiatric rights where they, yes, put them in the mental institute and drug them, really, and then you're caught in the social system of that. Or a lot of it where the cops will, domestic violence issues, they end up beating their wives, and then the wife tries to get help, but the system, the judges, everybody protects the cop, and there's really no top to it. You take these cases to the Supreme Court, there's no justice. And it comes down to basic lives, taking kids from their families, and then other situations where kids are allowed to stay in meth homes. It comes down to like the things with the cancer I write about. These affect people's lives, right? Their family members dying of something they're told is incurable, but other people are curing it. And they're kind of